were together. And now, 50 or so years later, if you come to the church, you might be a little shocked, but for the people that are at the church, we're just family. Whether we speak English or Spanish or, Portuguese or whatever it is, we just see each other as one. We are united. And what I want to talk to you guys today about is about the importance of being united. Especially, as the body of Christ here on campus. I know, when I was here and even I tried to help crew, there's, group for Destino, the Latinos, and the Asians get together, the African Americans, and we do a lot of different things, on our own, and that's good. It's good to do a lot of that. But there's an importance. There's something very powerful when we do things together. There's a lot more. There's an African saying, you probably heard it, that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And we want to go far. And I want to tell you a story. We in the Bible, many years ago, in the Bible, the Israelites, they went into captivity by the Babylonians. And then they destroyed the city, they destroyed Jerusalem. The walls were in ruins, and then they took the Israelites in exile, to Babylon, and that's during the time of Daniel and the Hebrew boys that were in the oven and all of that. And they were in, for about 70 years, the city lay in ruins. And then they allowed for a remnant of the Israelites to come back to Israel, to Jerusalem. And they lived in that city 70 years more. They rebuilt the temple, but the rest of the city remained in ruins. The walls were still down. Then you can read about Nehemiah when they start rebuilding the walls. So there was a period, I want you to just get this, there was a period of about 150 years when the walls of Jerusalem and the city lay in ruins. And then there's a verse that I want to read, Nehemiah 5:15. Listen to what it says in that verse. So the wall was completed on the 25th of Elul in 52 days. The wall was completed in 52 days. So listen to this. For 150 years, this city lay in ruins and the walls were destroyed. And then in 52 days, they were able to rebuild those walls. What happened? What happened that caused this group of people to do something in 52 days? Something that they couldn't do in 150 years. And we find the answer in Nehemiah 2:12. And it says, when I read, my accent comes out very strong, so just assume this is like some engineering class and I'm some professor. I can do those jokes. It says, then I said to them, this is Nehemiah speaking. Then I said to them, you see the trouble we're in. Jerusalem lies in ruins, and its gates have been burned with fire. Now here's the key. Come, let us. Say, let us.
Let us.
Come, let us rebuild the walls of Jerusalem, and we will no longer be in disgrace. You know why they were able to build the wall in 52 days? Because they worked together. They worked together. Yes, it was the same people group, but families work together. The different tribes work together. And if you read the book of Nehemiah, especially chapter 3, you start learning about how the different tribes were building different sections of the wall, and people were working together. Some were cooking, some were building, some were fighting and cooking and building, and it was just this unity that caused this wall to be built in 52 days after it had been destroyed for 150 years. And I wanted to show you a video right now, and you've probably seen this movie from Coach Carter, but there's something that let's see if you can get it. It's like 2 minutes. So let's just watch this because there's something that I want us to see here, because I think it's very important.